morning. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for picking up the phone. I called you a couple times. Did you get... Yeah, I called you a couple times. I figured you were doing that thing you said you were going to be doing. Well, hey, happy Tuesday. Before I get too tangent on you talking about everything you know how much I'm into. My brain is literally all over the place. It's over there, it's over there, it's over there. Where is Mr. Lecker when you need him? Doctor? Doctor? Where is he when you need him? Get your brain all sliced and diced, or put back together. Oh boy. Hey, I got to thinking this morning. Of course, I'm up in the feed, going through, looking at all the comments, looking to see if anyone got the test questions right. Who's getting a beanie today? What do they want it to say? Is it just their initial? Or is it something else? Would you buy a beanie? I got this thing worked out here. I'm doing this thing. It's called Home of the $5 Beanie. But I already feel yucky doing it. I can advertise for myself. Instead of getting an advertiser, who am I going to get? Stamps.com? Sherry's Berries. I'm not getting any of them. I might get Sherry's Berries. Honestly, you probably, da-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-da, it sounds like a rap song. If I had Sherry's Berries sponsoring this thing and they just gave me one thing of strawberries, chocolate covered, with all the accoutrement, sure. If I had all that, I'd tell you about Sherry's Berries. I wouldn't even SHI on them. Those things are so expensive that, God, it would be worth it. It would be worth all the heat. Oh, sell out, bro. Oh, you're taking sponsors now? Oh, were you just going to talk about Sherry's Berries all the time? Huh? What? How much are they paying you? How much are they paying you? One chocolate-covered thing of strawberries, and I'd be good. However, they magically deliver them to you, and they're still frozen enough to break your teeth on. My goodness. And you know what I'm doing now? I'm on Amazon looking for all the knockoffs. Where's Deborah's Berries? What? You know we're always up here. Listen, why does it always shut off? Oh, it didn't shut off me yesterday. 6:30 seems to be about the time when we're rising and shining around here, because you always hear my alarm clock. It always sounds just like my song. Listen. Sign a CEO's name on the dotted line. We're reading over fine print because of what? 333 million, yeah, you know that's right. Over 3 times a Rogan, and the name is mine. Beep. That's funny. I'm talking about Rogan, and that's the first song I ever made. No, not the first song I ever made. That's the first song I ever made post-midlife crisis and tinnitus. And so when you blend the two, it's really making this new genre that I've been telling you all about called flucking. No, kids, it's okay. You can say this word. It's in the Bang Martin 7-page dictionary, which I've been telling everyone about. It's flucking. And I have a song, Don't Touch Dad's Flucking Guitar. It's the one I use for this type of music. Well, in that song you may have heard me reference Joe. Joe made $100 million, allegedly. I just heard he was a billionaire now, so I'm guessing between the $100 billion and UFC and all the other stuff on it. Man, he's got so much going on. And hey, good for him. Hey, round of applause. Jamie's, if I get some noise in the back. Baker's Dozen to Jamie's. They're in studio live. They got the transition going for us. Hey, Jamie who have we not called on yet? Jamie number 1, looking good as usual. Jamie number 11, what a sick, in a good way, looking number name. Jamie 11, the number 1 and 1, probably because that's the first number you ever learn. Then the first math problem you learn, 1 and 1 is 2. It takes 2, baby. Me and you, looking over at little Sally Sue over there. Or Tamika, all right. Hey, can we get a little transition there, Jamie number 11? You should know. Do I always have to tell you the browser? Yes, the browser. This is cool. I don't know, no offense, dude. I don't know anything about this man, except, let's see, I did read up on him. Is he a podcaster? I think he's a tech guy. He's a tech guy and then became an investor, and so he's got lots of money and can say whatever he wants because he has money. All right, let's hit the play button. This is cool. Reasons why podcasts will fail. Now, I'll tell you, I have no shortage of friends that when we were starting the empire said, nah, bro, that's a shitty idea, and you're a terrible person. I'm no longer friends with you. I was like, I guess we can cross this one off the list. But one thing, I've heard this in a couple of different places, and the amalgamation is just that whatever you're doing, whatever it is, find a way to enjoy it. Either flip the switch in your brain when people say, just be happy. Yeah, but find the switch. Maybe you just haven't found it yet. It's probably a combination of bleep and bleep with a little bit of bleep, bleep. Kids, you'll learn about that later. But find out what it is you love to do, however you gotta do it. You're probably stuck doing some bleep and shitty thing right now, but you gotta do it. We understand, right? Maybe it's taking care of kids a couple more years, but you can be grinding in silence, grinding in solitude, getting everything lined up, mise en place, ready to take over. And really, Joe speaks to it here. He just says you just got to keep doing it. It's the numbers. You got to keep adding them up. And I think about that all the time. Like when you start thinking about that thing you want to start, you overthink it. Maybe you think about it just enough because you're perfect. But most of us, we overthink it. And so instead of writing it down, you think about step 1 and then step 2 and then step 69, and then you're back to step 23. You didn't write any of it down. You're spinning these plates of future, I see it in my head. Can you see all those plates spinning of stuff to do to make this thing happen? This is your empire. You're getting it going. And you didn't write any of that shit down. Then one of your kids comes in, Dad, I thought you were going to get me breakfast. It's been 6 hours. It's nighttime now. I thought this was the time we had dinner. It's like, kid, when am I ever going to get this thing done? Can't you see what I'm doing? And no, they just see you holding your hands above your head like you're Doctor Strange and a big sorcery going on. This is why I need to get the VR implemented and headsets for all the kids so they can see all the stuff Dad's thinking about. Not Dad, I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about you. All right, Joe, kick it off. For all of those who are in the 99% of failures and want to just turn this thing around, let's get over to 1%. So easy. How can there only be that many 1%ers? This is ridiculous. 2% needs to be the new 1%. Here we go, Joe. Adam Curry, what you have to say? Beep. Transition. Execute. Mission control. Hey, Jamie's 2 through 6. Let's get on the ball. Stick, finger on the space bar, and go.
I thought I could do a podcast network, which never works. You can't monetize the network. I've learned it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
But don't you think we all kind of have a network? But we have an organic network.
But okay,
that's the way you do it.
We're going off topic, but I'll say when I see Bill Maher saying, "Well, we're going to do the random podcast network," here's what happens. It happens every single time.
You're fucked.
Half of you have one star, which will be Bill, and maybe one other one, and all you get is, "Well, I didn't get any ads. I didn't get any promotion," and it's a fucking nightmare. It doesn't work. Individual stuff is what you've done. You've built something. It's just you. I don't believe in any of that shit.
It's very saturated at this point, too. It's very hard for someone to get going right now. Like, someone has to be pretty extraordinary or unusual, or they have to get put on a bunch of if their friends have big podcasts.
How about starting with making something that's worthwhile listening to? You have to have a good fucking product. If you don't have
I think he's onto something here. Now, this is the one thing that I've put in zero effort. And honestly, I can't take the full credit for all this. Jamie's, when we brought all of you on, we said, better product. We said, we've been buying bottom shelf, going to the budget outlets. where you can get all the stuff that says, hey, this, just so you know, asshole, this shit's expired already. You sure you want this? No. I mean, this is why the building is shaped like a giant trash can. Now, you can take it off our hands if you want, and then you put all that into a quote-unquote delicious cake that you're making for the people. No, understood. All right, here we go. Let's get through this. I got to get in, the kids. So literally only 2 minutes. This was supposed to be that short of a video. You ready? Adam, I'll back you up just a second here. Boop.
Something that's worthwhile listening to. You have to have
Good
a
job,
good fucking
baby.
product.
That's
if you don't have this happened with blogs. I'm going to blog and be like, Andrew Sullivan, I'll make $1 million a year. No, you can't write. You're not funny. You're not interesting. It doesn't matter. You have to have something. It's just not for everybody.
This guy had to go on Rogan to say this about me. Right, you're not funny, can't write, blah, blah, blah. On Rogan, right? You got my text, bro. Shoot me a DM on this with some constructive feedback. Son of a bee.
For everybody. There's 4.2 million podcasts that we have in Podcast Index.
I thought it was more. I thought it was 5.
I don't want to disparage anyone you might be commercially tied to, so we'll just leave that for what it is.
I'm not commercially tied to any podcast number counter.
Okay. Well, Spotify bought Anchor, and during the pandemic, because we literally sift through it all, about 2 million podcasts, 1.5 million of those podcasts are one episode of someone going,
right.
Just. And that's counted as
Just.
a podcast.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of times people, because it's so easy
Guilty.
to start one. A lot of people start them and they don't
Of
do 'em.
course.
I've talked to so many comic friends and I was like, dude, just keep going. It's all about like putting in the numbers. Just keep going. And you'll if you have 2 people are downloading it, 2 people can be 4. They'll tell their friends if it's good.
Yeah.
4 is
That's
10.
it. That's
Next
it.
thing you got 100. Next thing you got 50.
You got to build a community.
Do you see that math he was doing there? I'm just going to say we're... I don't know. Let's go see. I'm not sure we quite hit that exponential growth yet, Joe. 20? But that's all I need. You think I need any more than that? I got it locked at 20, Joe. Well, I go look over at your page, the Rogie Experience, and you've got, what is it? I don't even know those numbers. It's a big number. My kids, why would I know that? I'm over here helping my kids with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not supposed to know millions. I got another 18 years to get that many. Joseph. All right? Well, hey, thanks for listening. Joe, appreciate the clip. People, go look up Joe Rogan, recent episode with Adam Curry. That'll get you the full one. This one is protected, obviously. Title 17, Section 106B, citing directly from Wikipedia. There's no need to be afraid of the dark when you go to sleep. No, it's me, the ghost, the lyrical Steve King, writing hot notes on repeat. That was from a song from a long time ago, people. Happy Tuesday. Hope you have a great one. And we'll catch you on the flip. Jamie's, take us out. Bow.